Okay guys, so today we are just gonna make an EDM track in Ableton from scratch to finish. So I've got my set loaded right over here, and I'll just start off by using Nexus, since this is a really good plugin and I really like all the sounds of it. So for my Nexus I just took a basic sine pad. I'll keep the tempo for this track to be, I guess, 115 approximately, since I like this. Like, this can give actually an EDM track the rhythm and the groove that it actually needs. So I guess we'll just use the sound and okay. So create a MIDI track and we'll just use some chords. I guess like okay. So and okay. So I guess we'll just record this up. Like, I'll just use these four chords, like, and then I guess this is an A major, then a G, and back to an A major. So it's B, A major, G, and again an A major. I don't really like perfectly know the chords, but I guess yep, that would be it. So um, okay, so those are the chords right over there. I haven't recorded like in the proper tempo, since I can just adjust it anytime and quantize it. So yep, and yeah, and yeah, and just adjust anything right over here, and then I can just click on this legato button. Okay, no, not that. So I'll just select this all and keep it on legato. Okay, I guess the excess, since we created like a bigger portion than we actually needed, so we'll just trim this off. Get this, and I guess this is the region that we actually need. So we'll just trim the chords over here, or we'll just, I guess, shorten them out. Yep, so those are the chords for the song, and it sounds like this. So this is a basic arrangement. We'll just use these chords all over the song for the progression. I'll just duplicate it out over multiple times. Then after the first two bars, I think I'll just add a bit of a variation here, since it gets quite boring at times. So I'll just add a few extra notes, like okay, I guess those three would be enough. So earlier it sounded like a basic plain chord progression. And now it sounds like it has something to it, like after this I'll add an effects over here. Like, let's just create a uplifter downlifter effect, so that we can just move on to the next section of the song. This will be, I guess, enough for the intro. So I'll use a few of my samples over here. I guess Sounds of Kashmir is like a really good sample pack. So okay, I guess sweep ups, real short sweeps. Okay, we can use this. Okay, wait, I need to put this in the audio one. And now the thing with this is that it goes real high at the end, so I guess I'll just trim that section out. And like, okay, so it gives us a feeling like something more is coming up to this. Then I'll just use this and I'll reverse it out. So now we have this effect over here. Okay, so this thing goes up. That can actually be of a really good help. Now, since the effects is done, we'll keep continuing the chords, since those are the main essence of the whole song. That 3 bars, and now we'll just create another progression over here. Like, we'll just create the same chord progression but with another sound. Like, I'm thinking of a chord, like a continuous chord. Okay, so I'll just take up Nexus over here, and I have this plugin. I just plug like the stock plug, the stock sounds in this like plugged, and it's UK pipes too. So we can just create the same. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I can use the same chords just at a repeated note. So okay, wait, okay, that was solo. Yes. Those can be our chords. And okay, that's way too much zoom. And so this is the first chord. And what we'll do now is that we'll just duplicate it multiple times. But I guess, how about we just half time this, like okay, no. Yep. Wait, something's wrong with this. Okay. Yep. I'll quantize it whole out. Something's wrong with this. Okay, never mind, I'll just create it again. Select everything and half time it. Okay. Then the next chord for next chord for that would be the same progression, just instead of the F sharp, we'll do the G's for the G chord. And then we'll use the A chord repeated again. Now this sounds perfect, but I guess there's something missing to it again. Like, we need another element for the continuous groove, so we'll just add a octave higher, and we'll use this play. Use that like. Okay, no. And again we use this, not that. F sharp is the G's. So another element is created. We'll just a little bit of sound over there and look at it. So now when we hear it from the back, it sounds like. Okay, I'll remove the solo. I'll just cut off this on this portion. Then we'll just use the chords over here again, like. Then this is the part that like the pre-chorus will come in, and then from here on we'll just add up a build-up. So for build up, what we can do is we can take continuous snares on a, okay. So what I'll do is I'll create an empty drum track over here. Then hit MIDI channel. And on the drum track, what I'll do is I'll take up a snare on the samples. So drum one shots and snares. Okay, how about a clap? Okay, no. Okay, we'll stick back to the snares. Okay, this can take some time, like finding the perfect sample. So drum, snares, chop. This sounds not that bad, like. Okay, let's try something with it. So we can do that. Actually, let's try recording with this. Okay. There was our pattern. We'll just quantize it so everything's in place. Then also we'll just use a few of the samples for the, like, I guess I will still use Sounds of Kashmir, because again a really good sample pack, like fills, long fills, and then okay, that sounds good. I guess I'll just increase the whole track tempo to 120. I'll just add another sample. Okay, this sounds good too. So I'll just cut off this part for the. Now, since this part is done, I will add the chords, and like we'll just continue this part on whole. Okay. Gets cut off, everything gets just cut off over here, so that, and now this section over here, this will be our drop. So before that, I guess this part sounds really raw, so just to give it a bit of a feel, I'll insert MIDI track, and I guess I'll add like a sine bass, for like a very basic sine bass, nothing too special. So just to fill out the emptiness in that, like the lows are really like not quite visible over there. So okay, create another empty pattern, and then just draw the baseline notes, like okay. So this, and we'll just use this over here and see. Okay, the bass is here. All the build up, we'll just add the bass again. Got this extra portion over here, and like Also, since this part really doesn't have quite of the feel. So I guess I'll just add a sample on this part so that it can give it some, like, this is really empty right now. How about adding a few synth loops? I guess a breakdown would be good. So this can okay, this sounds really good. Will it? Okay, so I want to transpose it to, I guess, 6. Okay, no, so the bass on this part is really not fitting. I'll just use the stems from this. Okay, what was this again? This is Odyssey F minor. Okay, so no. Yep, that's the one. So we'll use this, transpose it up a 6, and then give it like, okay, so now this part will be there. Okay, so this sounds really great. I can do though is get this sample over here, and yep, we'll just use this in the build-up. Okay, now for the drop. Now I personally want the drop to be really hitting, like every section, like the drop should go in dun and boom, something like that. So let's just start off by creating a bass. I'll insert another MIDI track, and so this is where it should start. Yep. So now we'll use, okay, for the plugins, we can, I guess what we can do is we can use up Serum by XFER Records. Also another really great plugin that I actually love. On the basses, I want the bass to be really hitting, so I actually need like a bass that sounds really good. So oh no, that was a sine bass. No. Nah. No. Okay, how about the hard basses? About work, like That sounds okay. How to add a filter on it? Okay, no filter. What here? Okay. As I'll just use this as quite the base. Okay, so no, enough to load. So I need the bass to be hitting, right? And if so that's it for the bass. No, okay, we'll add more layers to it. I'll just duplicate this. Now over here I'll just add another duplication. Now on this one though, we'll use a different bass. For the hard basses, I want the bass to really hit every spot, so I'm just finding good presets for it. Like, okay, no, hold on. Wait, okay, no, not this. Or bandpass too. Okay, so drill. Okay, that has the like. Okay, so it has the whole punch thing to it, but no, something's wrong with this. As I'll create another return track, and then on this third return track I can use an audio effect that how about an EQ? EQ, that's a tone. Now on this I want the bass to sound really also this is over here. Let's just use Nexus again, and on Nexus we can use the bass like another sine bass as the basic one. Then another Nexus, and what we'll do right now here is that we'll just change the sound and use a saw open. Like it has the real grit to it, and since okay. Okay, so for the bass, I guess the bass is ready. But now, the whole thing being, we need to add more stuff to it. Like, I guess now we'll use chords. So, for the chords, I'll just go up on Nexus real quick and take a chord late 3 and create the chords for the song. So the chords for the song are okay, so and an octave higher. Okay, so this is the chords for the song. Now if we use this with the bass, okay, perfect. So now on this, I guess we'll just work on the chords for a bit. Duplicate this and now I'll use serum again. And for the serum, let's add a synth like oh, this song like this sounds good, so okay, way too high. Okay, so on this side it's okay, no. Okay, no, we're not using this sound right now. So what else could work? A saw, like I need a proper saw. Okay, it's too harsh. I need to add a filter on it, like the reverb is too much. Now just duplicate this again, and now what we do is that we use another saw, but I guess I'll use a better one this time. So I guess hypersaw layered. Yep, that sounds good. Let's listen to it on solo. Oh, okay. Okay, this needs to be in. Okay. So these are the chords in solo. the bass. So everything combined, like now for the drums, we'll just add another basic drum rack. And what we do this time is that we'll take real heavy samples on this, since the drums I want them to be really punchy. So on the drum rack we'll use samples, and I'll be using Sounds of Kashmir again, because I just want everything on over there, like a kick, I need a big kick. Okay, no, hard stuff. Kick is okay, not that. I need a basic kick, like a punchy kick. Okay. Okay, that sounds like a good kick. Okay. Then I'll just add a few more kicks. Firstly, we'll check out the snares. Awesome. Okay. So, and I guess a few claps. So, a basic regular clap. Now, after this, we'll just go back to our other samples. Like, I'll take another kick. Okay, this sounds like a good kick. And okay, so now we'll just go into a drum rack and just make a beat, like I want everything layered. So that's gonna be our drum pattern, like a really basic beat. I just want to duplicate it. A bit of a reverb over there. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Now one more thing is I'll add an audio track, and this is one thing that I really do with like all of my drums, is that I'll take up a basic clap. I'll take the sample, just zoom it in. So this is a sample. What I'll do is that I will reverse it and then just cut off the excess portion and use this as a reverse FX for the snare to hit. So earlier it was like my drums were like, but now my drums are like, so That gives it a little bit of, okay, no. So yes, I will also use snares for this, and yes, another snare sample, reverse it. Yeah, no. Back. Now just zoom on that one. Okay, so those and like that would be enough for the drums. Now we're just going to use it on all the snares. Okay, so that's our drum section right over there. Now if you listen to the drums with the bass, and everything combined, like now, other than that, since it's still like quite raw as a drop, we will just use another synth sample on this. I guess I'll use the same pack from before, like the Odyssey by Cymatics. And I guess I'll use a drop loop this time. Okay, that sounds like a good one. So okay, we are definitely using that. Now I'll do it. I'll just take everything, duplicate it, and for this let's just check out the scale. Okay, so so I guess that would be enough for the whole drop. Okay, now for the rest of the track, we don't have to do much since we created the first half. What we'll do is we'll just continue up with like everything we had. like just take up this part and a bit of this. Now also we'll use this sample, so on this part we'll just create another quite basic beat, or we can actually use another, like, okay, that's one thing. Insert a MIDI track again. Now let's do a really basic beat for this. We'll go with the drum rack. On the samples, we'll keep it really basic by, okay, so a kick, hat, and a snare. Yep. So now it's just we'll just create this. On the snare sample, I guess we'll do one thing, and the snare sample we'll just increase its volume. The snare is really down right now. Okay, so these are drums. And we'll just continue this all over. Now moving on, I guess we will just take everything over here. Like, let's just select all of these samples. Okay, so yeah. Duplicate. Okay, we'll duplicate them for another 2 bars, and then we'll add the elements from our build-up. Also, we'll use the bass on this so that it keeps on going with the old groove. And then this, Now the good thing is that later on you can just duplicate it, like this part. Portion down, we'll just delete it, everything on this portion. So now and now what we can do here, right here, is take our drop and just use it all over again. Since on the second part we'll do one thing, that we'll duplicate this sample, and right now it's a C frequency of -5, so we'll just use this to create an octave, like a +5. On this, select the sample, we'll just leave it right there. And then just duplicate this drop. And then end the whole thing. Like this, with the old elements. Okay, so now the track is done. We'll listen to it from the start, and then I guess that would be it. Wait, I guess the drop was moved from there rather than being copied. So so I'll just delete the extra portion, and now this can continue. So I guess that is it for today, and that is how you make a track from start to finish. Now I know this video is really lengthy and that I messed up at big times, but I tried my best, and I know the output's still not enough. There's a lot of mixing and mastering done, but that is the base of how to create an actual track in Ableton. Thank you.